Here we have solving a linear inequality problem type 4. You'll notice that now there are not only variable terms on both sides of the inequality, but also a fraction coefficient. No problem. We're just going to work through it patiently. Remember, fractions are annoying. We don't like fractions. They bother us. We can take those fractions away or get rid of them by multiplying by the common denominator. And in this case, there's only one denominator, which is 3. So we could write our original problem, 4/3 v minus 6, and we can multiply this entire thing by 3, which is the same thing as 3/1. 3 times 7v makes 21v. 3 times positive 7 is plus another 21. We're going to keep the inequalities the same. Now here's where we get rid of that fraction. 3/1 times 4/3, those 3's cross cancel each other. So we just end up with 4/1. This is a 4. So that makes just plain 4. Hey, and that's a v. 4v. Nice, no more fractions. Now don't forget to distribute this 3 and the negative 6 makes a negative 18. Alright, now this is much easier to work with. So all we need to do is gather our variables on one side and our constants on the other. I'm going to notice that we've got a 21v and a 4v here, so I'm going to choose to subtract the 4v from both sides. I could have subtracted the 21v from both sides, but I like positive coefficients, less chance of error. So 21v minus 4v is a positive 17v. We still have that plus 21 here, less than or equal to, and over here we're left with just the negative 18. Okay, so now we've got a mismatch here. Variables and constants, they don't go together. So we're going to subtract that 21 from both sides. Okay, these are going to cancel out, leaving just the 17v. It's still going to be a less than or equal to here. And what do we get here? 8. These are both the same sign, so we're going to add those up. That's a negative 39, right? One more step. We're going to divide by a positive 17. So because this is positive, that inequality sign doesn't change, and we're going to come up here and write our final answer. V then is going to be less than or equal to a negative 39 over 17. And there we have it. So it's the same process, just a few more steps. Be patient with yourself and work through it. Make sure you write all notes in your math notebook so you'll have a really good reference when you take the quiz or an assessment. Okay, here's another example. We've got negative 3v plus 6 is less than negative 2/7 v minus 9. So again, let's multiply this entire thing by the denominator, 7. So when we distribute this, 7 times the negative 3v is a negative 21v. 7 times 6, that's a positive 42. We've got a less than. Here's where we get rid of our fraction. The 7's cancel, we just end up with a negative 2v. Then it's going to be minus 63. Okay, now we get to gather up all of our variables and constants. I'm just going to choose to add a 2v to both sides. I could have added a 21v to either side, it doesn't matter. So here I get a negative 19v plus 42 still less than negative 63. We're going to subtract a 42 from both sides. We get negative 19v is less than, that's going to be negative 105, right? We divide by negative 19, both sides, and we end up with v, in this case, greater than positive 105 over 19. Check to see that this is simplified. I know 19 is prime, so even though 105 has some factors 5, it doesn't simplify, so there's our final answer.